So I've cleaned things up here a little bit, and I've left only revenue in this my metrics visual. Now I want to define a new challenge, a new problem. Imagine that I want to sum up the revenue for only the South region. That's all I want to see now, revenue for South alone. So I'll come to my orders table, right click here, and I'll select new measure. So my measure, I'm going to call this South revenue, and South revenue is going to be equal to sum of revenue of South, right? Yes, but which version of sum should I use? I can't use the ordinary version of sum. I need to use the one that can allow me go on a row by row basis to check if the region is South. So I'm going to have to use sum x. Now sum x first argument is table. I'm supposed to say orders. I'm supposed to say orders here, but I can't say orders because I don't want the other regions to show. I only want the South region to show, which means I need to filter the orders table, right? So which function again do I use to filter? I'm going to clean this up and move to the next line with shift enter to make it clearer, so that I can open a new function called filter. So filter, I don't want the full table, I want a filtered table. So filter is asking for table as well. My table is the orders table, comma, and the filter expression is, now I need to say go to the orders table and check if the region is South. Now if the region is South, sum it up. But guess what? We don't have region on the orders table. But remember, how are we able to bring in another column into our fact table? Again, we use a function called related, right? Okay, so because we don't have region on our orders table, I can use related to bring it in. So related location region. So I'm bringing in related location region. Come on, bringing in related location region. Okay, so now I have location, I have region now on my orders table virtually, and I'm saying when the region is equals to, open double quotes and type South, close the quotes and close the bracket for my filter. So now I've supplied a table for sum x. I've supplied a filter table to when only the region is South. So this is a table that sum x has access to, and then when I put a comma, so after sum x has access to that, what should sum x do? It should now go and sum up the sales column. So order sales. So go sum up the order sales column, and I can close my parenthesis and hit enter. So if I just for a second, I'm going to put this South revenue, I'm going to put it on a card. So I just want to see the numbers alone. So if I put it on this card visual and I put South revenue here, you will see that it is 391.72 thousand, which is the same thing as this. So let me just blow it all up so you see the full numbers. Come to format here, come to data label and change display units to none, and you see it's exactly the same figures. But guess what will happen if I add that same measure here to this report? Remember, this is not filtered by anything, even though I'm filtering South within the measure, but within the visual is not, there is no filter happening here. But if I come here and I want to bring in South revenue to this report, so I'm checking the box here for South revenue, you see that South revenue is showing here. So my question now is, why is this figure not showing for all the other regions? Obviously you want to tell me that yes, because it's for South revenue. Yes, we agree, because it's for South revenue. That's true and that's fine. But what if, for example, I work for the South and I want to compare our revenue with all the other regions, right? So I want to see how we are doing against all other regions. That means I'll probably need to write one measure now that says, so right click, new measure. So I'm going to have to write a measure that says, let me say other region variance. So other regions variance is equals to revenue minus south revenue, right? When I hit enter. So if I bring this to this report as well, you will see that these numbers are not correct, because on this level the south revenue measure cannot be computed for central, east, south, and west. So let's go and see why is this happening based on the filters context that we have explained earlier.